Hi, besties, and welcome back to another episode of Looney Tunes. Today we have a very nice subject that I've wanted to talk about for a while, and the topic is Gen Z versus Millennial. So, as you can see, I am Gen Z, and today I have Nosheen with me, Millennial. Hi, Nosheen.
Hi, Luna.
Thank you.
It's so nice to be here.
Oh my god. It's so nice to have you here. We've been, guys, ever since I met Nosheen, we've been planning this like, oh, we have to go on Looney Tunes and talk about this because we realized that there's so much more differences. Like obviously there's differences between us, but there's more that the more you talk, you uncover even more and more. And it's really interesting to see. And maybe later we can have an episode with Gen Alpha. Me against them. That would be interesting.
That would be really interesting.
I would be in your chair, basically.
Yeah, and you don't know what you're going to be facing.
No clue. They're crazy.
But I think you should do that, seriously.
Really?
Really cool, yeah.
Interesting. So, Nosheen, thank you for being on Looney Tunes.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I want you to introduce yourself to our listeners, besties, to our besties.
Okay, your besties. So, I'm Nosheen. I'm 31. That's how I'm like a millennial, and I'm here to talk to Luna about like Gen Z versus millennial. So let's do this.
Basically. So first, our generation, the biggest difference I feel like in our generation is that we grew up with social media from a very early age, but you guys had it like way later on.
Yeah.
So when did you guys first start getting exposed to social media? Like what age?
Honestly, I think I was in the 10th grade when Facebook came in. Facebook was the first thing that came in. Before that, we had like flip phones where we would SMS our boyfriends and everything, but like we did not have anything. It was just Facebook, and even then Facebook was very like basic. The only thing you could do is write on walls. I don't know if you know what that is. Okay, so Facebook would have like a Facebook wall, and you would go and post on people's walls basically.
Okay,
and
so it's like Twitter?
No. Oh my god, this is so hard to explain it to you. Oh my god. Okay, no. Okay, so Facebook, basically, the old Facebook, there would be like profiles, walls, and you could just go and post on someone's wall. Any message, anything. And you could just upload like...
So everyone can see your message?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
no
weird.
Privacy. Yeah, everybody could read your messages and everything. And you would have like Facebook albums. And the limit was like 10 photos, 30 photos in like one album.
Okay.
And even like the way people would take their pictures, it's not how it is now. It wasn't aesthetic at all. Anything, every little detail, every picture would like have everything in it. Yeah, it was crazy. But that was Facebook, the first, I think, social media part that we sort of saw.
Okay.
After that was Instagram came much later when I was in university, actually.
Oh, university.
First year of university, yeah.
That's ancient.
Yeah, because before that we had BBM. Do you know what that is? BlackBerry. BBM.
My dad had a BlackBerry.
Oh
I remember that.
Old, Luna. Come on. No, we had BBM, which was like BlackBerry Messenger.
Okay.
So you could take everyone's BB pin. It was like WhatsApp.
Okay.
But you would have everyone with BB pin, and you would just message them. I feel old.
That sounds so complicated though. Like it's not fast.
It was fun.
Really?
It was not complicated, but it was a lot of fun. Because from SMS, from flip phones, you're just suddenly going to BBM. Then came WhatsApp, basically.
So you guys had like a smooth transition. I feel like for us it was just like touch screen immediately.
Actually,
almost
that's true.
immediately, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think I was first, I had Facebook obviously, but I first got introduced to Facebook in 4th grade. Like I was really young. And I remember my nanny made me an account.
4th grade?
4th grade. But it had way more than what you what you explained. I wasn't on that Facebook. I was on the Facebook that already had Messenger. And you could post pictures and like play games with with people.
That came later. Messenger came much later. But what we had was like writing on walls and like uploading albums, and that's about it.
Okay. No, we were able to post anything on Facebook.
But when did you get on Facebook? The 4th grade? When did you actively start using it?
4th grade.
Wow.
I used to post pictures. No one look me up on Facebook, please, because I don't know my password and I can't delete the pictures. But I would post like selfies that I would take on my iPod, my touchscreen iPod. I'd take them.
I remember that.
And I'd post it. I think we were the first generation that did selfies, like proper.
No, come on. It was
Because
us.
we had a front camera.
Listen, it was us.
How was it you?
It was us. We came up with it. We were
Okay.
the inventors of selfies.
With
You
what
guys-
camera?
No, we did. I remember having a Samsung touchscreen phone in the 12th grade.
12th grade.
Yeah.
But I had it in the 4th grade. That's the...
But did
Flex.
did you invent the selfies, or did we invent it and hand it over to you guys?
I think we did it.
No, come
I don't know.
No.
I remember
Listen, you
it was
can't
such
take
a
this away.
natural feeling
You
to like take a
You can't take
selfie.
this away from us, please.
Debatable. We'll see about that.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was. So I think for us it was a very smooth transition as compared to you guys. You had it, like, you guys know more as compared to us, even in terms of like editing or social whatever. You guys know more about the apps and stuff. We have to like sort of take a few days to learn it and then like do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like until now some millennials don't fully get it. Do you fully like,
I mean, I
do you
do,
have a
because
full handle on using social media?
again, my background is social media. I work in social media, so naturally I need to know everything. I need to
Yeah.
learn, right? But like my sisters or some, like, because it's not their field, it would take them time. But it's not something that you can't learn, obviously. But
Yeah.
you have to, like, it doesn't come naturally to us,
Yeah.
but we can learn it.
Okay.
I think it comes very naturally to
yeah,
you
you're
guys.
better than boomers at least. Boomers don't know how to do anything.
Come on.
But you know what I feel like the biggest difference in social media, like, and phones and all that was? I feel like social interactions and relationships. Because I feel like for me, for example, I was in 5th grade. I had friends on Facebook that I never met. I used to talk to strangers. I feel like you guys were not really like exposed to that much like that much freedom on social media.
Listen,
Or were you?
we were told, like, we were scared of being on social media because for us, because it was so new, and I think
Okay.
even Photoshop was like a big thing. It was something that was very like big back then. Everybody
Yeah.
was learning it. So for us, I remember like my sisters or my older siblings telling me that, listen, be careful with your pictures. Don't post everything. So even when I would post a picture, I would think 10 times because I would be scared. Okay, like, I don't know what people can do with this picture.
Yeah.
As compared to now, when you want to put up everything, like my profile is open, like, I mean, nobody cares, right? Because
Yeah.
this is the world that we live in now. It's a norm.
True.
As compared to back then, you would have to think 10 times before posting a picture. I would be so particular about not accepting random requests, not making new friends on social media. It wasn't a thing.
Okay.
Now, haven't you seen people, like, they've met on Instagram, they're married now?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
But no, for us, that wasn't a thing. It was like a safety concern more than anything.
Because it was new, like you guys didn't know what exactly you're dealing with, so you were like a little
We
bit...
didn't know the impact of it, to be honest. Like, we didn't know what this was. We didn't know what this could be. As compared to you guys were born into this.
Yeah.
You know its full potential.
True, yeah.
So you know what it is. But like for us, we saw it. We saw the transition. We saw what it could be and how it is. Even the bad side of it. I mean, back then it wasn't safe to post all your pictures.
True.
People could save your picture. Even now, obviously.
Even now.
But it's still...
Now with AI, people can literally take your picture and make AI like hug you like with a guy, for example, or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that's
Back
also very
then,
scary,
that would
yeah.
have been so scary. But now I feel like, people should be aware enough to know that it is AI. I don't know, but it's
You
scary.
can actually tell now.
You can a bit tell.
More than anything, even the cyber laws that are in place as compared to back then, I'm sure there were, but because it was so new, even they didn't know what
They
kind
didn't
of
know what laws
yeah.
to put, yeah.
But
True.
now I think it's more safe now.
Yeah, 100%. And I
So-
feel like more people are signing up even their kids on social media, even though they have the control, but they're building their profiles from now because they know the career, for example, that they could have because
Yeah.
of this, or the potential. And back then, I feel like people would take memories by taking a picture and putting it in an album physically. But now I feel like kids' new picture album is Instagram.
That's actually very true. Like, even now, I have photos. Like, now I have a Polaroid camera and
Yeah.
I have those pictures, right?
Mhm.
But even back then, I would print those pictures and I still have them because in my head, technology can go, it can die anytime, you don't know if
Yeah.
you'll have this or not. So for me, that was my thinking, that I need to have a hard copy for sure.
Yeah.
But now, it's not a thing anymore. Everything is
No.
online. It doesn't matter.
That's
So-
the thing. Like, my parents, for example, they did have a camera and they would go, I have printed pictures of me, But when I grew up, like 4th, 5th grade, I was like, why? Like, you can just take it on the iPod. You can just take it on this. Like, it was very confusing to me, even though I'd go with my mom to the shop and I'd see what it is. But I'm like, why?
I think it's more to do with convenience as well. Maybe. It's not like come on, it's like a process, right? Getting a picture printed and all of that. It's a thing. I don't mind doing that because, you know, like I grew up in that.
Yeah.
It's like a normal thing for me. But for you guys,
it's like a hassle.
Like, why?
We don't like hassle. We don't like inconvenience. The quicker, the better.
Yeah, you guys are very chilled out. I don't know how. I wish I was as well, but like I can't be that way.
What do you think you're not chilled out about? Like, what do you think your generation lacks in that sense?
I think we always need to have a plan, right? We cannot just wing it. At least that's what I see, like in my circle and everything. Everybody has a plan all the time, be it work-related, be it whatever. You always need to have a plan. I'm not gonna, like, the conversation that we had earlier about, like, you know, just like the finances by the end of it. If it's something you know you'll manage, you know you'll get there.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's that blind faith that you also have in yourself. As like we don't have that. Okay, because I think we've also seen our parents struggle quite a bit, like quite a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, I don't know. I'm very confused.
For us, I mean, like, of course, not every family has like a successful story. Most families did struggle, but I feel like that's why Gen Z are so resilient. Because Gen Z, I feel like it's not about working hard, it's about getting the best result the quickest. So they saw their parents struggle. They don't want that. Yeah. They want the easiest way to make money, the easiest way to get a job, the easiest job that would make me the most money at this like, we want it to be convenient and easier because it can be.
I think you guys believe in working smart.
Working smart, not hard. Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's true. But that's not the case for us. We believe in like working smart and hard. Like we want to put in like do everything. Even if it's like a 9-to-5 job, we'll be there, we'll do it because that's what we've been taught. You know, that's what we've seen, that's what we know. Right? But now, because we also see Gen Z doing, like, I think we're stuck in the middle, to be honest, because we see you guys doing it as well, like not following like a 9-to-5 structure, but still doing so well professionally. So, you know, like it's like a constant.
It's very annoying though. Like, for example, me as Gen Z entering the workforce, my first job was corporate, 9 to 6, 9 to 5. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, why am I doing that? You know, like, okay, fine. Like, to me, for example, I'd finish my work, I'd come in at 9. I finish everything by 12 because I'm smart. Not just because I'm smart. I find smart ways to finish my work at the most efficient time, the quickest time, and the best way. So I finish at 12. But why do I have to be here till 6? What am I going to sit and do?
Because that's the work culture.
But that needs to change, I feel like, because right now, Gen Z are growing older. Like, I'm almost 23. I'm like, what, 6 years away from 30?
You're a baby.
No!
You're a baby.
But, like,
you're 23.
we're going to be the new bosses. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And now millennials are the bosses.
Yeah.
They're not finding common ground at all. Like, millennials think this is how you should work. Gen Z think, no, this is how you should work. I feel like millennials should start being more open to the way Gen Z work because we're going to be the ones in control in a few years. So we should can we find a middle ground, actually? That's a question for you.
You know, honestly, I think we can. But to be honest, with the way things have been going, like from the past till now, proper work, like I know Gen Zs don't even come to work on time. Yeah, they come at like 10 a.m. Okay, which is fine.
10:30,
exactly. There you go, right?
But we leave at 5 on the dot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, see, that's what I mean, right? And because we've been following like, not a trend, but this is something that we've been just following for a very long time, right? The 9-to-5 work culture.
Yeah.
Even if you come to work at 10, you're done by 12. It requires you to still stay there and like make use of those hours professionally somehow. That's just how it's been. Now, if we can find a middle ground, maybe we can. But I think that can happen when you guys are bosses. Because even now, millennial bosses do believe in the whole proper work structure and routine. Yeah. Because if there is no routine, everything falls apart, according to us.
According to us,
yeah.
As long as you're putting the work in, as long as the results are there and you're doing good, doesn't matter how
honestly,
much time
100% I agree with you on that. And I think slowly it's changing. Like after 2020, after COVID, people could see that everything can be done online. you don't necessarily physically need to be in the office. And I think after that 1 year, even us, like even me for that matter, I'm more comfortable doing freelance work. Like rather than physically, it's consuming.
It's so consuming.
It's consuming now, especially like because we live in Dubai. Okay, the traffic is crazy. Like it takes you 2 hours to commute. It's like there are a lot of factors, right? For me, those are the things that I don't want to be physically in an office because it's just consuming, and I don't want to waste like my energy in that. I'd rather finish the work wherever I am and just be done with it.
That's Gen Z. There are some jobs you do have to physically be there. Or for example, if you have a meeting, like a group meeting, okay, you can go on Zoom, go on Google Meets, but it is a little bit, I feel like I agree with millennials on that. It is a little bit more productive in real life because okay, yeah, there's a time constraint, obviously. Like, for example, let's say they set an hour for this meeting, but at the same time, it can go longer, and like people don't have an excuse to run. So you're all trapped in the same room. You are forced to bounce ideas.
Yeah.
So I agree in that sense. But working, like, personally, especially in business and social media, like both me and you, by the way, both me and Nushin are in social media industry.
Yes.
But social media can literally be done from anywhere. Why do I need to be in an office to be a social media manager or a social media executive? Like, it's on my phone. You
Honestly,
get me?
over here, I do agree with you. Because this is something, like, in my personal experience as well, this is something that can be done from anywhere.
Yeah.
So, like, to actually have this condition where you physically have to be in the office, and even now, like, when I look at digital marketing agencies, I don't agree with that culture anymore. Purely because it's mentally very consuming, and I don't want to be in that cycle of things.
Yeah.
And I think this is something that the Gen Zs have sort of exposed to us, that, you know, like, you can be relaxed and work from anywhere and do whatever. Yes, COVID was a factor. Yes, that time, that 1 year where you could work online and do everything online, yes, that was a factor. But the thinking, the mentality, I think that also you guys have sort of rubbed that off on us, because that's how we see things now as well.
And
because
you guys
we see you guys
taste,
doing it.
You got a taste in COVID, and you saw how much more convenient it is. Like, it's not impossible. It's possible. And I feel like we already knew that before COVID, but COVID, we saw how it's like, does it work, does it not, university, whatever. I got better grades at I raised my GPA during COVID, for example, because I had so much more free time. I wasn't distracted out with my friends, out between classes, let's skip this class. No. All I had is my bed and my laptop, and I had to sit there and listen. So, like, I do think working from home is more productive. I don't know.
And I think because you're in your own space as well.
Exactly,
and
you're
not
more
distracted.
comfortable. Like, why do you need to wear a suit and like sit? No, if there's an event, okay, there's a meeting, okay, the CEO wants you, okay. If there's something, oh, you have a shoot, because obviously as social media people, you will have to shoot sometime, okay. But why do I have to sit and edit on my desk? I'll edit on my bed.
Some of my finest ideas have come to me in my pajamas.
Exactly,
okay,
right?
so I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think now it's evolving.
I hope so. I really do.
I think it is. Like, yeah, there are some places that are not evolving for sure. But, like, you do see this change coming in. And I actually hope it picks up. I hope more people pick up on this, because if you want to hire Gen Zs, we need Gen Zs because they know the latest trends.
Yeah.
They know more about a lot, like, about different TikTok, man. You guys are so much better at TikTok than us.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's something that came when you guys were sort of growing up.
Yeah.
Right? So it is true. Everybody is going to need to hire Gen Zs moving forward. And if you guys don't work the way they would want to be, then it's not going to work out.
It's not going to work out.
Yeah.
The economy.
Yeah.
The economy.
It's going to crash, man.
The economy is going to crash. Like, who's going to work anymore, you know? Because Gen Zs are like that. Like, Gen Zs are like, listen, if I don't like the work environment, if I think it's toxic, if I don't agree with it, I would rather be broke literally on the streets than do it. Why am I doing it if it's not serving?
Listen, I think you guys also have a lot of options. Like, when we were growing up, we knew you're supposed to grow up, get a degree, get a job, you know. But for you guys have so many options now. You guys can be influencers. You guys can be anything you want. Thanks to social media, you guys can do whatever you want. You guys can start a clothing line without studying fashion. right?
E-commerce
There
right
you
now
go.
is booming. Like, you don't even have to see the product. You can just buy products from suppliers and resell it and drop shipping, and I don't know, like,
There you go.
there's so many things
I think
to
that's
do.
why you guys are even more confident in taking risks, because there are so many options for you guys. When we were
Okay.
growing up, we knew, listen, I knew I have to study, like, I have to study communications, journalism. I'm either going to get a job in like Gulf News or newspaper, whatever, or I'm going to be in social media. Those were my two options. Even though Instagram was there in the background, but it was not what it is today.
Yeah, it wasn't influencers.
Influencer was not a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, like even podcasting wasn't a thing. It's become a thing. You guys have more options now.
True.
And for us to sort of step in and take this now is just going to be stupid, because I mean, as compared to you guys growing up into this and us like learning this, it doesn't make sense, right? It's not something that's coming naturally to us as compared to you
Takes
guys.
you a bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you think like millennials are afraid to take risks? Like, they don't at all?
I can't speak for all millennials, but I know I am. Like, I will think 10 times before doing something. I will calculate the risks, and it's hard to take risks when, like, at my age, it's hard to, like, I'm not that old, but come on, you know, it's hard to, in your 30s, it is hard to take risks because you're so comfortable with, like,
you're
a
like
routine.
stable.
Yeah. So you're not gonna get up one day and just go like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna launch this. I'm just gonna do. I mean, we should. You should, exactly. But see, you guys are more confident in taking that risk as compared to us.
Because we know that no matter what happens, we can just do another thing. Like, this doesn't work out.
I think you guys are not scared of failure, to be honest.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
At all. Like, for example, I don't know where Looney Tunes is going. I have no clue.
I think it's doing really well.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
Thank
No,
you.
but seriously, I think you guys are more risk pro. Like, I don't know, you guys can take more risks.
But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the whole world should be like that. I mean, listen, some, like, I agree in millennials in that sense, like, some businesses, some companies, some ways of, like, life and structure cannot be changed. Like, for example, doctors, I wouldn't want a doctor that didn't study for 12 years to treat me. You get what I mean? Or an engineer to build my building, or an architect to build my building that doesn't have, I don't know how many backgrounds. Like, in some areas, the millennial way works, but I feel like in our, like, field, like social media or like business, honestly, business. Like, no, take risks, because it's so easy nowadays to be an entrepreneur. You can be an entrepreneur out of nothing. I can sell this. If I make you believe that this is the best lemon in talking lemon,
listen,
I can do it.
I think you're right over here, but I do believe that this also has a lot to do with the field that you're in. How many, I don't even remember, like, I don't know which Gen Z is actually studying to be an engineer or a doctor anymore. Like, every Gen Z that I know is either into social media, is an influencer, is a model, wants to do this.
Even the doctor engineers, like, there's so many Gen Z dentists recently graduated or like studied dentistry. Their whole thing is on social media. Like, they're dentist influencers, you know? Like, even the professions are like that.
I've seen those.
The engineers that are Gen Z, most of them were forced to study engineering by their millennial parents because that's how they think. Either be an engineer or especially in our culture specifically. So now all my engineer friends that graduated engineering, where are they? Marketing department.
There you go.
Marketing.
Also, I think you guys believe in making quick money. I mean, everybody does, but you guys have more of a knack for it.
Exactly.
My cousin, who's like Gen Z, like the other day I was browsing Instagram. He has a new page. He's in like real estate now. He's an agent, and I'm like, how? Like, you're like 20. How are you doing this? But he is.
Yeah.
Contacts, social media. There you go. He has an Instagram page. He knows what to do.
Exactly.
So I think
that's all you need, like the skill to do it and the confidence. I feel like Gen Z, I don't know where we got our confidence from, even though we grew up with so much hate, by the way, like really so much hate, but somehow we also saw a lot of like our favorite influencers and YouTubers growing up, like overcome that hate. So we're like, okay, if they can do it and look at what they're doing and where they are, why can't we? We can do anything.
You know, I think more than that, because you guys were also exposed to everybody's like day-to-day stuff, you guys also had that hidden motivation to sort of be better.
Exactly.
Think about it. Because if I was in school and if Instagram influencer was a thing, I think everybody in my batch would be like vanity conscious, like just want to do everything all the time. Not that that wasn't there. It was there, obviously, but not to this capacity.
Yeah.
Right? Because this was a norm for you guys. You guys grew up seeing, like, you know, you saw your friends' lives, whatever, like everyday lives and everything. You were motivated to be better than everybody because...
Like, she got a coffee from here, I'm gonna get a coffee from there.
There you go.
She went to this restaurant, I'm going to that restaurant.
It's that thing that was just inbuilt in your head, I think, which is why you guys are not scared to take any risks. You guys will go after what you want because what's there? Like, what risks?
We have nothing to lose.
There you go.
You know?
Exactly.
But I think mostly this isn't just Gen Z. Like, now I'm specifically talking about people that grew up in Dubai that are Gen Z.
Yeah.
These people actually have nothing to lose because our parents that have lived here for like a while and they've built a life here, they made us kids so comfortable. So we're like, okay, if I'm not happy in my job, I'm gonna quit. My dad got it, or he'll figure it out until I figure it out. I feel like that's more specific to
I think you guys
UAE.
are in a bubble.
We are in a bubble.
A very safe bubble. And even I think that's why you guys are not scared to even take risks. Even though you guys should be very scared of taking risks.
Why?
I mean, come on. Like, what's your plan B? Where do you see...
We don't
you
have
guys
that.
don't even ask these questions. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, right? You guys don't... Yeah, see?
Because we don't see a point in focusing into a future that is not guaranteed. We focus on the present. What can I do now? And that present will shape our future. Like, for example, presently right now, I'm doing Looney Tunes. In the future... Right now, it's still like it's doing well, but I'm doing it. Why do I continue doing it? Because I know that in the future, it's gonna be something, or else I wouldn't do it anymore. So that's the future we think about, but we don't think about like, oh, if this doesn't work, what am I gonna do? We say, future Luna will figure it out. Future me will figure it out.
That's actually a very nice way
to
live. But when we were growing up, our parents would sort of tell us to worry about the future because they saw it. They were raising us. They knew what's coming, right? With you guys, again, you guys have so many options. I mean, we do as well, thanks to you guys. We have options as well. Like, you guys have the best ideas. You guys can get up and do whatever. But, again, I know for a fact that I need to have a 5-year plan for myself. And I do.
But what's the point of that? Like, what if it doesn't work?
I mean, that's a risk that's
like,
always there.
Does it have to work for millennials? Like, if you make a plan, this plan has to happen or else...
Listen,
my world
the
crashes
satisfaction that you get when your 5-year plan works out is amazing.
What is a
There you go. You don't even know what I'm talking about. A 5-year plan, like, you know exactly
like, what do you
want.
plan? Like your work, like your life.
Yeah, like your work life, your married life, how you want to go about things and everything.
You plan your married life?
No, like as in like when do you want to have kids?
Okay.
When do you want to like build something?
Whenever.
Do you wanna go? I cannot live with whenever. Okay, I cannot. That's stressful for me. But no, you know, like when you have a plan, you follow through. You guys don't do that. You guys just keep running around doing like the next thing, whatever is making sense, which is a
whatever
great way.
Works. Like, for example, yesterday, if I made a TikTok yesterday, it didn't work. Okay, today it has to work. But I don't think that, oh, in the future I have to make a video that's viral. No. That's
See,
future.
A lot of your stuff is influenced by social media, and
it
like
is.
exactly.
It is.
There you go. But for us, no, we've seen other things. Come on, man, I've seen dial-up internet. Do you even know what dial-up internet is?
Huh?
Oh,
what is dial-up internet?
When we wanted to like go on the internet,
what do you mean go on the internet?
you were supposed to go online. You think it was like this? Luna, you think it was like this? It was never.
It's Wi-Fi. Like, you just couldn't.
There was a dial-up. I don't remember the exact details because I was also very young when this came in. But like there would be like this wire that you would connect to the computer, the big computer with the monitor.
The big not computer. The laptop.
Not the Mac, not the big one, not the fancy ones that we have today. Just like a big monitor. You connect the wire to that, and then your home phone would be disconnected.
Home phone. Oh my god! What?
The home landline.
What do you mean? Like, why? Like,
you know? Okay, what was there before mobile phones?
I don't know.
Come on, you need to know.
I just listen. The first phone I knew was the Nokia flip phone.
Oh my god! You didn't. The landline phones at home phones you pick up
why do you need a home phone if you have a number?
Because we did not have, like, not everybody had mobiles back then, but everybody had like a landline number, a landline phone.
But how would you talk to your parents if you're outside?
You don't.
But
There
how
was,
do
like, a
they
lot
know
of-
that you're safe?
We just tell them we'll be back by this time. That's it. Obviously, mobiles were there, so they could call you and check up on you. But in terms of like relatives and family and everything, not everybody had. If you would call from like your landline to a mobile number, the payment charges would be more for that. If you're in Dubai and you would call Sharjah, the payment charges for that would be more.
Why?
Because it's another city.
Oh my god.
You didn't know this?
No.
The landline? I don't know where I was. Oh yeah, I was telling you about
Is
the
it
internet.
the phone that's like curly? That one?
That's very old. That's older than I am. No, the phone that you just pick up, their numbers over here. Have you seen like a receptionist's phone?
Oh, the one that's like that one. That's a landline? Okay.
So we had that
Mhm.
when we wanted to go on the internet to play games on a website.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I would go online. You would have to like connect the cable. The phone, the landline would be blocked out, so it would be engaged, so no one could call you because you're on the internet. It was linked like that back
That's
then.
so complicated.
Yes, yes. And then you would be online. There would be MSN, Messenger, where you would add people, chat with them, play games online,
Okay.
and then you would disconnect. See, this is the best part.
So when you disconnect,
No
you don't
internet.
have internet until you connect again.
Yes. And that was the free...
But what if someone calls you and you're on the internet?
They
and
can't call
need
you.
Emergency.
No, you can't. It's engaged.
That's so scary to live in a world like
Yeah, yeah.
that.
So that's why my dad would get pissed off, because he would be at work and he would like call to check up on us and be engaged, and he'd be like, were you guys talking on the phone to someone else, or were you on the internet? So it could be two things, right?
So like having a SIM and like Wi-Fi is a privilege, basically.
And it's not a privilege, but it is something that's like a now
like
thing.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. But
To you
see,
guys, it's wow.
we've seen both sides.
Mm.
But I can tell you one thing for sure: like the real privilege was being disconnected. Like
Do you think that?
I do believe that. Honestly, like I knew that I'm gonna go online for 1 hour, speak to my friends, play my games. After 1 hour, I have to like disconnect, do other things,
Like what?
Like I would like either, I don't know, I don't even remember what I would be doing in my free time. Probably studying for school, whatever. But there would be no distractions as such. Now, even if I'm watching TV, I would pause, be on my phone for like 15 minutes. I would just be on Instagram, something or the other, and that's it.
Okay.
It's crazy. Like, if you knew what disconnecting actually feels like, you would go for it.
We don't know what it feels like and we don't know what it means, because like even for studying, I can't imagine that I would have ever gone through school without like my phone, like Google, you know? Like how do you just know stuff from a book? Like I
Yeah,
can't.
I think Google came in, I think in 1999, if I'm not wrong. I don't know when.
Really?
Yeah, but it came
But didn't
much
have
later.
like everything though. Cause I would like in school, I would take like a screenshot of. Okay, so in in school our
you
books.
guys are really privileged.
Yeah, our books were on a tablet. But by the way, not always. Like when I was in middle school, no. In high school is when we had tablets and then everyone else had tablets.
Yeah.
Like as
Yeah,
books.
yeah.
But I would screenshot like the math equation or whatever and I'd like Google it and it would do it for me. And that's it.
What?
Yeah, that's it. I didn't have to
my
like use my
God.
brain.
No,
We
no.
don't have to use our brains as
But
Gen
doesn't that
Z.
scare you guys?
No, because why would we need
Because
to?
you would always need your phone for everything.
Yeah,
If
we
you-
are very dependent on our phones.
There
that's
you go.
true.
Like for me, when I would be reading a book, I would have like my dictionary with me, because a dictionary, Luna, a dictionary, it's like a book with like all the meanings of the words in the English
You can
language.
just Google.
Yeah, no, seriously, I would.
What?
Yeah, because
You'd open the dictionary.
to find out what a word means,
Oh my
because
God.
Google wasn't a thing. And listen, even if you had, I don't remember if Google was there or not, but I do think it wasn't there. But even if it was there, listen, we would have to like do the dial-up connection thing, go on the internet, connect, and then find out. So instead
and
of
it's
that,
like a hassle, so you'd rather open the book.
dictionary.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
But see, that's the thing. You guys don't know what a privilege it is to actually be able to disconnect. Even I can't do that anymore. Like for me, there are days when I would just put my phone on airplane mode at
Yeah.
night. I did that once. My entire family panicked because they're like, why is your phone off? But I was literally just taking some time to disconnect because I was so sick of like constantly seeing things, browsing, like it was exhausting.
Yeah, there's always too much information. That's why I feel like we don't need to like learn it. Like I believe that you don't necessarily need a degree for business. You don't need a degree because you like I know so much about finance, for example. I don't know what finance is, but because of the internet, even if you don't want to see it, it'll show you on your For You page. You'll see it on the reels. You'll see it. Everything's always in your face. So that's why we feel like, okay, we don't really need to use our brains that much or like study or memorize something because it's there and it'll always be there, and we know that for a fact.
I think more than that, you guys don't have to struggle to find information, right?
At all.
Everything's available on YouTube.
Chat
you want to
GPT?
learn, chat. If you want to learn something, you guys know you can. Which is why I don't even think a lot of Gen Zs want to actually go to university or actually because
I didn't want.
There you go.
I was forced to go into uni. I knew that this isn't what I want. I am a very creative person. I knew that, and I know how to use social media, and I know how to edit because in school I used to do those things. Like I had this account, like I did that, you know, and also I was good at makeup, for example. So I told my parents, I'm like, why would I get a degree for what? And then they're like, because it's like
it's a thing. It's something
a thing. Like it's something that you lean on. It's like your backbone. But to us, it's the most meaningless piece of paper in the world. You just wasted all your money. Like so many people I know working right now, they don't have a degree. They're working. They're doing better than me with a degree.
Nobody knew that back then.
Our parents like, didn't know that.
Nobody knew back then that you.
But we did, and they didn't believe us, and that's what sucks because I feel like all the money I put into my education, I could have put it into a business. Because I can have business skills as Gen Z. It takes ChatGPT create for me a business plan to open a cupcake shop called Luna. Full plan, done. You get me?
But see, that's a now thing. Like a few years ago, nobody knew that something like this would come.
Yeah, ChatGPT is very new, even to us.
Yeah.
But I don't like. It was still possible. It's possible to do anything, and they didn't believe. Like they're so scared. They're like, oh, like what if you get married and your husband divorces you and you're dependent on him? You need a degree to back you up. So okay, I have a degree, right, from a very good university. Insane. I'm applying to jobs. Tell me why no one's accepting me.
Again, scared to take risks. Your parents teaching you something like, you see where it comes from?
Yeah.
It's from like the older generations, which is why like we are scared to take risks. We shouldn't be, because we can also see so many successful things around us, right? We shouldn't be. But it's that mindset. You can't shake it off. I wish I could, because I would love to take more risks in life, but I think I'm still in the middle of it.
I feel like also us, like, we feel like we've been robbed of our, like, freedom of choice by our millennial parents by forcing, like, now Gen Alpha, now Gen Alpha is popping. And our kids are, I don't know which gen they're going to be, like Gen Z's kids. I think Gen Alpha as well. So now we know, like, if my son or daughter came to me and they're like, oh, I have this business idea, I don't want to go to university, 100%. I don't think I would send my kids to university unless they want to be a doctor or whatever. You know, so I feel like our parents, Gen Z, like, why we're a bit, like, mad and, like, oh, we want to do everything, we want to take all the risks, we want to do it. It's because our parents didn't let us do it.
But see, that's how I see you guys. Like, no, you know that part where you said, like, where you guys were robbed of your freedom?
Yeah.
Right? But when I look at you guys, I feel like you guys have all the freedom in the world.
Now that we're in our 20s, now Gen Z, we're in our 20s, so now we are doing whatever we want because our parents can't ground us or tell us no, or especially if we're making our own money. Like, I can do what I want with my money. Why are you going to tell me what to do with it?
Yeah.
But when we were going to uni and stuff, when we were choosing a career path, we were raised like you millennials, like, oh, school, uni, job. But somewhere between those lines, it got blurred and we're like, wait, is that the way we should be doing things? Because I don't think so.
I think you guys would be like a stronger and a tougher, like, you guys have thick skin.
Yeah.
I think 90% of the Gen Zs that I've interacted with, thick skin. You guys are not bothered, not affected by anything. Like, which is,
because it's not that deep. Like, honestly, it's not that deep. Okay. You got fired, it's not that deep. Get another job. You want to quit, it's not that deep. You'll get a... You don't want to go to university, it's not that deep. You can do this. Like, nothing is that deep.
Yeah, see, I don't feel that way. I think this happened. No, it has to be this. I don't know, maybe it's like a thing. But it's kind of cool that you guys have that.
Thank you. I think it's kind of cool that you guys are like still like responsible and have plans and stuff, because in some way Gen Z do take it too far. The recklessness, the risks, like sometimes, yeah, like they do end up in the street if they don't have a backup plan.
You guys don't have that serious factor.
Yeah, we don't.
Like,
that's
even work-wise.
a flaw.
Yeah, even work-wise, the conversations that I've actually had with millennials about it, why they don't want to hire Gen Zs at a workplace, is because they're not responsible enough to show up, not responsible enough to stay longer, put in the hours. Like, at 5, you guys have to leave. Like, there is no way. Why? Because this is what we're being paid for. We're not going to put in the extra effort. That's it. Right?
Which, as we should. But at the same time, like, I do think we could be a little bit more serious. Like, especially in professional settings, because honestly, if you are not serious, you won't be taken seriously, and therefore it can affect the stability of your job. And I feel like we don't really care about stability, but we should care about stability. But I do think millennial bosses should chill. Like, chill.
Yeah. But you know why it's hard for them to chill, right? Because it's their business. They have to, like, they're scared to lose it all just because of one kid's recklessness. It's going to cost them too much.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, if you learn their ways and try to work with them, be their friend and sort of mentor them, then yes, a lot can come from it as well, because Gen Zs do have the best ideas.
Yeah.
Gen Zs do know what they're doing. Right? So, like, and it needs to go hand in hand. It's not something that can be...
You are a very good millennial to talk to, because most millennials don't think that. They think, no, like, Gen Z are just spoiled. They just want to do whatever. Like, no, it's wrong. Like, no, our way or the highway. This is what we don't like about millennials. Like, it always has to be your way or the highway, or it always has to go this way. Like, sometimes at work even, like, not everything goes to plan. Okay, you plan to have this event on that day.
Yeah.
It rains or whatever. What are you supposed to do? You freak out? Your world crashes. But to us, it's like, it's not that deep. Like, okay, we'll just move it. Yeah. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean by millennial bosses need to chill, because, okay, there's a million solutions to everything. There's not always, okay, it's a problem, it's a crisis, it's not a good thing that happened.
Yeah.
But there's so many solutions. Like, don't freak out.
I think...
Get me?
They have a hard time even evolving around the Gen Zs as well, because that's also scary. To give up your old ways, to learn something new from them, giving them like charge, trying to trust in them is also very scary, right? Because you
don't know what we're gonna do,
exactly.
What our next move is.
But that's the best risk that you can actually take, because good ideas, best ideas, this is how they come.
Do you hear that, millennial bosses? Thank you.
No, but it's true. So I think, but honestly, I do believe that it is evolving. Because it's this thing that millennials also want to work with Gen Zs, because they've seen the kind of work that they can do. So they are coming around to it.
And I feel like they low-key want to be Gen Z. Like, they want to be involved.
Listen, the other day I was on... Do you know what Pinterest is?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good. The other day I was on Pinterest and I was actually looking up the Gen Z fashion, because I was so, like, curious to see what's going on. It is something that I'm interested in, right? Like, okay, yeah, so one of the things that we did back in the day, we would have our blogs. You know how they call Instagram blogs now sometimes, when, like, it's
bloggers on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
This came from actually having your own website.
Oh.
There was something known as Tumblr. You don't know what that is?
No, I do, but
Tumblr.
I never had it.
Yeah. So Tumblr was also like your website. I actually had my own website as well, where I would post like fashion content and all of that, right? So that is something that we would do back in the day. So when we came on Instagram, our pages became blogs. Short for our websites. That's what it was. And even now, so yeah, when you low-key, we want to be like Gen Zs, we are curious to see what you guys are up to. We are curious to know what's up, what's trending, what's in. Especially because if you're working in social media, you actually need to keep up and know what's going on, right? So yeah, it is true. I do look up these things every now and then, and I actually do connect with my cousins who are like Gen Zs. What's going on? Who's trending? Who's like, the influencer? Because you need to know these things.
Yeah, you do.
Right? this is something that comes very naturally to you guys, but for us, we have to look into it. We don't know.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I know it's hard, but no, yeah. But it's cool. Even in terms of fashion, like the Gen Z fashion, you guys...
Yeah, the first thing we said to each other, guys, by the way, the first thing we said, she said to me, like, I was like, oh my god, hi, Nushin. She's like, you look like a Gen Z. I'm like, you look like a millennial.
No, but it's true, right? Like, and even back in the day when we were in school, all we wanted to do was fit in.
Yeah. Everyone, I feel like, even us.
But you guys love personalizing things. You guys love like standing out. That's not something we cared about. We just wanted to fit in.
It's not we love, it's that we're not scared to.
Yeah.
But we do love following what everyone else is doing, like trends. Especially,
yeah, I think you guys brought back the leopard print, by the way.
Yeah,
it's yeah, I saw that. I got like my bag and everything. I'm like, listen, this is the trend.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
It's your time.
But no, it was a trend when we were in school. We brought it back from the
really?
70s. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got it back from the 70s. You guys got it back from like the 2000s or something.
I feel like history always like repeats itself no matter what.
Yeah.
It's nice to see, but like for example, us Gen Z, like if a new thing is trending, like remember when the Charlotte Tilbury flawless filter became... Every Gen Z girl has it, except me. I have the dupe. Anyways, but like we want to have what everyone else has. We want to do what everyone else is doing. Okay, like we admire uniqueness and we strive for it, because the more unique you are, the more interesting you are, the more you're like, oh, cool. You're cooler. But we are the most followers generation, I feel like, that ever existed.
I would have never known that, because from what I see, I believe that you guys want to stand out all the time. Like, even if you guys follow like a trend, like the cargo pants trend or something or the other, even if you guys are following that trend, I see so many Gen Zs just making it their own somehow. And I
get what you mean. Even with the lipstick, the Summer Fridays lip balms. Some Gen Z are like buying charms for it, buying little bags for it.
There you go.
Yeah, even Stanleys. There's like some girls just have the Stanley. Some girls have the Stanley with the cup, with the cover. Some have the Stanley with the snack thing. Like,
see what I mean?
But we all have a Stanley, except me. Do you have a Stanley?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. No, that's actually a Gen Z trend that I don't like. Why would you want a big stupid cup to carry around?
Yeah, I don't get it, but it is something like. Yeah. I do see a lot of millennials carrying those cups as well, to be honest.
Yeah, because they want to be like us.
Yeah, you guys are trending.
Thank you. Yay, we're trending. Yeah. That's like our favorite thing to hear. We're trending. We want a trend. We want everyone to see us. We want the world.
You should, right?
Yeah.
You should be. There is a lot that goes into it.
So, besties, we're gonna enter our gaming segment, and today the game is Guess Gen Z Slang.
Oh no! Okay, let's do this.
You can do it to me, by the way. I don't mind.
Listen, I don't even remember any slangs anymore. So you're like,
was slang even a thing in millennials?
I mean, yeah. I just can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know. Yeah, it was a thing. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like every
generation has. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so the first word is Riz.
I know this. Is it like it's cool?
Close.
Like it's I know this. Okay, I think that's my best.
Do you want me to put it in a sentence?
Yes, please. Yes, do that.
Oh my god, he actually has so much Riz.
Like he's cool. Like he's very, I don't know, he's trending? I don't know.
You were very close. It means charisma. Like he has charisma.
Okay, but why? Why would you guys use that word?
We use it to say, like, you know when like a guy is approaching a girl, like he's flirting with her, whatever. Like if it works, he has Riz. If it doesn't work, he doesn't have Riz.
Why can't you just say he has game?
That's old word.
Yeah, but like that's like the most basic way to understand it.
Basically
like,
a game, like Riz.
Okay, or that makes more sense.
Oh, do you have Riz, Nushin?
Like do you have game? Okay.
Yeah, like do you have charisma? Like can you pull? Can you do this?
If you did not use that in a sentence, I would not know what that is.
Okay.
I feel old.
No, you should know it, because now
you should know it.
It's in your dictionary. It should be in your
dictionary. Yes, it is in my dictionary. Okay, what's next? Next
word is W. Next letter, actually.
Can you swear over here? Because I don't know what the
you can swear.
What the is that?
W. Like W, you
like
know?
Win. Like you win.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
That was a guess. I would have never known.
Okay, it's like L. like what an L, you know?
Like a loser?
Yeah.
Oh, like so W like win. Okay, use it in a sentence.
Use it in a sentence. W?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, oh my god, my reel got so many haters, but at least I got engagement, so that's a W for me. Anyways, it's a W anyway.
So that's like a win for me.
Yeah, like win.
Nice.
But L is like, oh, for example, let's say someone makes a joke and no one laughs. He took an L. Like that was, like he took an L, you know? Like lame, loser. Like what an L.
I still don't get the context of it.
Really?
I know it's sitting very well in your brain
Yeah.
because you know it's not sitting in my brain.
Or, okay, let me give you a better example for L. L, like...
Is it like no, it's not leap of faith. Like,
No. Like, oh, I went to... A guy, for example, I went to talk to this girl, but she rejected me. I took an L. You know? Like, I took an L. Like, I lost.
Oh my god,
Oh my God.
It's bothering me that I don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
You'll get it. The more you hear people use it, you'll, like, get it. Because I feel
I
like
think
that's
this is
how...
something that you guys are just using in person with each other because I don't see it on social media.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
Okay, so you don't know what giving is?
No.
Giving, like it's giving.
Like it's a vibe, like it's I don't know how to put
like
it.
it's giving. Like for example, your earrings are giving.
Like it's like cool.
Yeah, like they're giving what they're supposed to give, you know? Like
Listen, why are you guys like shortening what is wrong with you guys?
because we like things quick. We like things quick.
Even
we don't want to spend
communication?
even communication. Mid. Do you know what mid,
Mid is like that's mid, yeah. Like
yeah,
I know.
Like mid. But you don't know what giving is?
No, like I get it, but I mean I get it, but I would never use it.
Okay.
I would
but
never.
Obviously, you know what slay means.
Yeah, slay is
Slay.
like yeah, I know what slay means, but
Actually,
slay is like I think millennials invented
Really?
slay. I think.
okay, we still use it like you're slaying.
Thanks, man.
But
Thanks.
not as much. Not, we use giving more than slaying now. So it's like slaying in the back.
Oh, so that's
burner,
what it means.
Give it. Yeah, basically, like it's giving. you're
Okay,
giving.
like you're slaying. Okay.
I used this example actually in the car today. I was like, my friend was... I used my dad's car to come here today.
Mhm.
So my friend was like, oh my God, like we got here so much quicker. I'm like, yeah, because the car gave what it was supposed to be giving. My car doesn't give what it's supposed to give. You know? Like...
Wow, you guys, come on. It's just, you guys are ruining communication. You know that, right?
It's just faster. It's easier.
Oh my god, this slang. These slangs are ruining communication.
I feel like we are very poor in proper like grammar and vocabulary, honestly. Like even in emails, I saw it like on TikTok, like how Gen Z are writing emails like yo. You know?
Yo, I can't come in. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen those videos as well.
That's bad. Like we need to use words.
But you know, that's where you guys are heading, right? Like even the generation after you guys, I don't even think they're
the
gonna...
generation after us are insane. What is W, Alpha, Riz, Sigma, something?
What?
I don't even get it. They say Sigma means good. They say, oh, like
Isn't
that's
that like
Sigma.
a math term? I don't know.
Yeah, they use it. Gen Alpha are using Sigma. Skibidily, what is it? Skibidily do helicopter. What is it?
How do I know?
Skibidi Bob do W.
Now you're just making sounds.
I swear to God. Wait, let me
No,
Google it.
No, this can't be a thing.
It's
I think
a
they're
thing.
using words like Sigma and stuff because they're not paying attention in school. They're just finding old words and trying to make it cool.
Actually, insert clip, Imad, of Gen Alpha saying Skibidi Sigma Riz whatever.
And then you saying it. Then you saying it.
Skibbity, Ohio, Sigma Rizzler, Ohio, level 0 Gyat, 0 Riz, non-Rizzler, non-Sigma, Ohio.
You know, you should speak to like a Gen Alpha.
I need to. I don't
You
get
will,
it.
yeah, you're gonna be in my chair. You're gonna know what it feels like.
Literally, it's insane. No, they're... Wow.
Yeah.
So, besties, it's time for the talking lemon. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm very
so, you know what
excited.
the talking lemon is?
No, I don't.
Okay,
You
so
need
the
to tell me.
talking lemon, once this lemon... By the way, it smells really good. Anyways, once this lemon is in your hands,
Yeah.
you have to answer your truest, vulnerablest,
Mhm.
personalist answer. Okay?
Okay.
Here you go.
I'm gonna smell it.
Yeah.
Oh, it does smell really
Right?
nice.
And I got it like years ago.
Oh, it's so nice. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So the Talking Lemon question is, how do you maintain friendships in a world that feels increasingly digital? And what does true connection mean to you?
Okay. So for me, the kind of person that I am, I actually take out the time to physically go and meet my friends. And not like for bowling or something like that. No, it's not a plan. It's just us sitting, talking. Having like it can be at the beach, it can be at someone's house, whatever. We sit and we actually catch up with each other, find out what's going on, get into the depths of it, and really just be there. So like these sessions are for like an hour or two. And like some of my really, really good friends, like my best friends, are back home in Islamabad, right? So whenever I take a trip there, we always meet at someone's house. We sit there and we like hours go by and we're just sitting, chilling, talking. And we're barely in touch throughout the year, by the way. One phone call here and there, but that's about it, because obviously nobody likes being on, like us. We don't like being on the phone and texting and all of that. But when we do meet in person, it's like no time has passed, because we have that connection already inbuilt in us since like a young age, right? So, I mean, that's how I go about it. That's what I do. And it's very important for me mentally to actually do that at least like a few times in a year. Because if I don't do that, I don't feel grounded. To be very honest with you, like if I'm not meeting the people that I've grown up with, like these are people that I've known for like 25 years and I'm 31. So you understand, like they've seen
I
me
have
grow.
friends like that.
So you know what I mean,
I know
right?
what you mean.
So it's important for, yes, like we're in touch and everything here and there, but the kind of energy that you get when you're sitting with these people that you've grown up with in person, nothing can beat that. And it's very important to do that for your mental health. Otherwise you'll go mad in a world like that. So yeah, I think.
So do you feel like we lost touch of like deep connections and trying to
Like
form
you
them?
said, it's not that deep, right? That's
is
the
not
thing
that
for
deep.
you guys. Like, but I think it's good in a way, because
We don't get attached too easily to humans. I feel like
is that good or is that bad?
I have no. I'm yet to figure it. Like honestly, in some cases it's good, in some cases it's bad. I feel like you should never be attached to anyone ever. Like attachment is toxic. You should care for someone, love them, but you should be prepared to lose them at any second, whether it's death or a fight or whatever. Like that's possible. So we're realistic in that sense. So we don't like pour everything in, all cards in, because of that. Because we know that there's a very high chance that I will fall out with that friend. And I've had many friends that were my best friends, like, oh my God, forever. I don't talk to them now, you know? And because we go through that a lot, because it's so easy also for us to make friends. Because online, whatever, like, you don't care. I feel like Gen Z mostly also, not just me, but me personally, I don't care about not having friends. I'm good with being alone. I'm not saying, oh, I'm gonna sit alone at home every single day.
Yeah, like you're not a loner, but you're okay with being on your own.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
like
get
I'm
that.
good with not having best friends, or like very, very, very. I do, and I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed that I have them, and I love you, my real life besties.
Cute. Yeah.
You get me?
But I'll tell you something. This is something I don't know. Do you know about Star Wars?
Gen Z do. I don't.
Okay.
Personally, yeah.
Okay, so basically I've started watching Star Wars with my husband, right? He's gotten me into it and I've actually like gotten interested. And these movies, they've come out in like the 1980s and they're very old movies, okay?
Okay.
This part where you spoke about not being attached, this is the Jedi way. Okay, it's something that you won't understand, but like it's a concept. It's something that you shouldn't be attached to something, because then you're not gonna think in a proper way. Your feelings are gonna take the best of you, basically. So you're not gonna make the right choices, something like that. Okay.
Exactly.
So I think that's why you guys also have that sort of a thing in you, that because if these Gen Zs knew about Star Wars and stuff, I'm sure it is like a concept that you guys are familiar with, which is why you guys are the way you are. You guys don't like being attached. Completely opposite. I believe in attachments. I believe that you do need to, invest in people, be there with them, all of that. I don't think attachment is a negative thing, but I understand your point of view as well.
I'll tell you why. Because us Gen Z, it's not that we don't want to form deep connections. Every human, I mean, we're social creatures. We need to form deep connections. We need people that we know we can rely on. a lot of people have them, but most Gen Z don't. I'm one of the lucky ones, and my childhood best friends and Sarah, and I love you guys so much, but not everyone has it. Like, I have people in my life that I can't imagine my life without. They're irreplaceable. But I also have the seasonal ones that I love them, I care about them, and if I lose them, I'm sad about
they're
it.
watching this.
I'm sad about it.
Like, I'm not understanding what you...
But a lot of Gen Z, they don't even have those solid best friends forever. Like, they have a new best friend every 2 months, 3 months, and that's toxic. But at the same time, the reason why we're like that, it's because we're all like that. Like, how can you we don't trust each other. Gen Z, we don't trust each other.
But also, I think you guys just believe in the quick culture. You guys want to move on from things to things, from people. Like,
also, yeah, like, if it's not our vibe anymore, we want someone that's our vibe.
Yeah, like, I don't see you guys putting in the effort to like if there's like not a toxic person, like if there's someone who's like sort of struggling with like something or the other, maybe not, I don't want to use the word toxic because it's not right, maybe they are, you know, not completely okay. Like, I don't think you guys will put in the energy or waste your time because you guys are just going to be like a bad vibe, bad energy, you know.
Yeah,
like,
bad energy, bad vibe.
There you go. So, you know, like, I see that a lot, and but we're not like that. I don't know, for some reason we will take the time.
I feel like you guys have more sympathy than we do, in a way.
Yes,
yeah,
for sure. I think that's very true, spot on. That's what I meant.
I don't know why. Maybe because we grew up with robots. Now we're like slowly turning, like,
you know, actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Really, I don't, like, it's scary to me. Like, I know I have empathy. Like, I feel bad for people, but like, what? يعني خلاص. Like, I
what
feel
can
bad.
I do? Yeah.
Yeah. What can I do? I'm not gonna. Okay, like, do.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, we're not like that. I think that's true. You guys don't have a lot of empathy.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault. I think it's just how you guys have like what you guys have
We're
grown
very
up in.
desensitized, because also even in like wars that happen or whatever we see online, like bad stuff happening to people, because we see it a lot, we're used to the image. We've been seeing it from a young age, from grade. I grew up in war, the Syrian war, literally, and I grew up seeing it in real life and seeing it online. So when I see so much, which is really bad, by the way, and a lot of Gen Z are realizing how bad desensitization is. They're like, no, like, please, like, these are humans, you know?
Yeah.
But because we're seeing it a lot, like, whatever,
Yeah,
you scroll.
yeah. You guys lose that
touch. Like, we don't think seeing blood is a big deal, for example. It's like, we're so used to, which is so bad, and like, why? Like, I don't think it's fair to us that I think it's good to have this much exposure, but if we're desensitized to it, then what's the point of having this much exposure?
I think you guys have a lot of self-awareness, but you guys don't have realizations.
Yeah.
Like, you guys will see a lot of things, and because you've grown up in this, every other time there's something or the other on social media, you guys are immune to it. Like, you guys don't feel. You guys don't have that much empathy.
Yeah, like, obviously if we see someone dying online, we're like, oh my god, like, I feel bad.
But yeah, but then move on to See, that's the thing, because you guys are used to that quick culture.
And it's so bad because these are real humans, you know, like, what? Like, that's an issue.
See,
I feel
again,
like
you have the self-awareness.
Yeah, like,
but they realize it,
there's nothing,
like,
go. Even me, like, I have the self-aware, I know what I'm doing is wrong. Like, if I see people in tough situations and I just scroll away, or I'm like, okay, like, it's bad, and I feel like, oh wait, am I a bad person? But then what can I do about it? Because next time I'm on it and I see something like this, I'm gonna have the same reaction, you know? And Gen Z don't like to admit it. They're so good at posting, but are you seeing what you're posting? They're not. Like, I post bad stuff happening around the world on my Instagram so I can bring awareness to people. But do I see it? No, I don't want to see it. Like, I don't really focus. I just share to spread the word. But like, I don't know. I feel like we lose the deep meanings of all of this. You know, it's powerful, but at the same time,
it's also powerless if nobody's getting like
nobody's moving from it. You know, like, there's no movement in the heart about it that much, unless you're from that country or it's your grandpa.
You know, with Gen Zs, it's a lot to do with the fact that they're so like on the next best thing, into themselves, what they want to do next, what they're going to focus. I mean, I didn't want to say that. I was trying to be nice, but it's true, right? Like, you guys are always focused, which is a good thing, because this is how you guys are going to succeed in life, by constantly being focused on yourself. But because you guys are so focused on what you want to do next, you guys sort of lose
touch.
touch with everyone around you.
I
with
said this the other
yeah.
day. I was like, we're so unhinged, one. Two, we're very out of touch with the reality, like very, very extremely. Because our reality is this. This is our reality.
Sometimes fantasy is better than reality.
We don't, right? Like, I want that. Like, me, I feel like I have such an old soul. So personally, I get it. But what can I do about it? Like, I just don't, like, this is how I'm...
Do you ever feel like maybe there is something else or something you want to do, but because you're stuck in this loop of being around people like that, like the Gen Zs doing this, do you ever feel like you're like missing out on something because you're so focused on like fitting in and so focused on like being a part of this generation? Like you just said, you're an old soul, right? But do you ever feel like maybe you've missed out on something?
I do, 100%. I feel like I've missed out on having a life where, for example, the biggest thing for me, I think honestly that I focus on, and maybe because I am at that age where like I am thinking about it, is like dating and marriage, for example. Like, I don't want to marry someone that's like, oh, what's my story? Oh, we met on Instagram. No, I want a love story. I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to bump in the hallway and my books fall and you pick it up.
Wow.
You know, like these are the things that
You're
I feel like...
You're a hopeless romantic.
Insanely hopeless romantic.
That's crazy. See, I would have never known that.
Yeah,
I think you're the first Gen Z to say something like that.
Really?
Yeah, because everyone else like, oh, we met through an app, blah, blah, blah. But like, yeah.
That's crazy to me. Like, I will not rest until that happens. Like, you know, but it's impossible. It's like there's, where? The guy that I will bump into will be on his phone. So will I. If we're walking, we're gonna miss each other because we're always on the phone.
But see, there are two, like there's something to this, okay? So I'll tell you, like, my husband that I'm married to now, we were in the same school together. We were friends back then. But again, when we reconnected like 2 years ago and then like we started dating, we got married, all of that happened because we were like texting and talking to each other.
Yeah, but you knew him like from school.
But it wasn't in that capacity. Yeah. So you see what I mean? Like there's a lot to it.
But I really want, like, you know, the old, not even millennial age, like the old age where, like, the guy would come and to the door, he'd open the door, he'd court her, he'd make sure he has flowers in his hands, makes sure he greets the parents, opens the door. These simple things, these are the bare minimum. To Gen Z, it's so much effort. You know, like, it doesn't come natural to them. Like, they're not gentlemen, they're not gentle. Even the girls, they're like... whatever, they'll accept it because I don't accept it. Like, no, like, even like, for example, going on walks, like, oh my god, my parents need me to be home by 9. Like, now parents even are letting kids looser,
because that's the way it is.
That's what I feel like I'm missing. Or for example, like in the old movies, I see the guy with like a, what is that machine, the speakers, boombox,
yes,
with a boombox under the girl's house, and like, wow, you know, like,
wow. No, but that's true. Yeah, I know what you mean, but like, because you guys have it so easy and so like relaxed, nobody's gonna put that kind of effort anymore. I mean, they should.
You have to ask the guy now, can you please open the door you have to teach them, oh, by the way, you're supposed to open the door, by the way, you're supposed to, like, they don't know.
Yeah, see, I don't face that. Like, it's
because you're a millennial.
Yeah, because it's something that's like there, like you have to do these things, and like he carries my bag everywhere that I go, example. Like, because it's just basic manners, like, you know, like.
But there's a difference between manners and like I feel like Gen Z also get too comfortable. Like, they might do it so the girl can see, oh, like, wow, but they don't. Even girls, they don't really like. Most girls.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. That's the problem. Yeah, guys, can we like cancel? It's not that deep. Sometimes it is that deep.
See?
Yeah, that's what I feel like we're missing.
Like, because again, you know, you need these things in life. Like, it's something. It's good energy.
Like being, also what you said before, being grounded. I don't know what being grounded means. I only know what it means when I meditate, and that's it.
That's one form of it, for sure.
Yeah, but like, I don't know what it feels like to leave my house without my phone and just genuinely like be alive. like just be alive. Like I'm just walking on earth and I'm alive. I don't know what that feels like.
That's the best advice that I could give you. Do that for one day, 24 hours. Just go without your phone. I know you can't even go outside your house because you're so dependent on the maps. I know that, but try. Just try to do that one day. I swear you will love the feeling of being disconnected. You will love it. Try it.
But in this age, you'd go out. Let's say I do go out without my phone for a day. I'm gonna look around me. What am I gonna see?
People, yeah.
No one's even paying attention anymore.
That's true, actually.
The only way people pay attention these days is on the phone. They focus on what you're posting, what you're wearing. They don't focus on you, like you.
I think even now, the first time you meet someone, you just exchange your
You look them
Instagram.
up. Yeah, you look them up.
Because there is no concept of like, there's no mystery left anymore.
There's no mystery, exactly. Like, I try so hard to, like, when I'm getting to know someone, I don't immediately, like, ask for their Insta, but at the same time, like, you're also curious.
Yeah.
You want to know, but then you start making assumptions about the person and maybe you're rubbed off, which is so
and sometimes
bad.
the face does not match the profile, what they're showing, basically.
Exactly. So it's very, like, you read people wrong. Maybe you miss out on amazing connections just because you judge them on their platform, you know?
That's true. You guys have it hard.
We have it hard. We
In
really
some
do.
things, yeah, like in some things.
In these things, you know, like in connections, in love, in
emotions,
true friendships, genuinity. We're not genuine.
But see, I feel
We're not
like
genuine.
this is why you guys will also succeed more, because you guys are not you guys are not focused on this part. So it can be either way, right? It can be good and bad. Like for us, I know that I care more about my relationships and my family, and like I'll prioritize that more.
Yeah.
In terms, like I do want to be successful. Yes, I do want to become something. Yes, of course, everybody does,
Everybody
right?
does,
But
yeah.
not at the cost of
Your family
my
or your
family
friends.
or my husband or my friends, or no, you don't do that. So, but for you guys are not like that. You guys will focus and get there because you have to, right?
Exactly, yeah. We
So-
feel like we're born to, like,
achieve something.
Achieve something. What is it?
I think you guys
don't
are
know.
overachievers in some capacity.
In some capacity, I agree. But also, a lot of us are very lazy. And they expect everything
sure,
to
you
be
guys
handed
are
to
so
them. You know?
Yeah, silver platter. Yeah.
Literally. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're coming close to the end of the episode, besties, and we're gonna go to the shout-out segment.
That was so quick. Are we done already?
Yeah.
Quick. Okay, let's do this.
So, the shout-out segment, in this shout-out, I'm going to ask you to give a shout-out to your favorite Gen Z.
Listen, you are my favorite Gen Z, okay? I love your energy. I've said that's the first thing that I told you when we met. You remember
You
that,
did,
right?
you
So
did
come
say
on.
that.
Straight up,
Yeah.
my answer is you.
Oh my god, thank you. You're my favorite millennial.
Oh, come on, now you're just...
No, I swear, I don't even know that many millennials, but like, you're my favorite. I don't
know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know. I just don't. We don't mix unless it's work, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
But outside of work, like, I do see you like as a friend more than like. Thank that job for connecting us.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are my favorite millennial because I feel like not only do you understand us Gen Z, but you also, even if you don't, you try to, like, no matter what you
because
try
like
to.
I said, yeah, we have to evolve, right?
Yeah.
To actually come together.
And I appreciate that. I really
But
do.
honestly, I think this will change quite soon. From what I see, even in like a work capacity, it is going to happen because it's not something that's like it's a need at this point. It's not a want. It's not something that, oh, maybe we can. It's something that you have to do. So like, instead of being like bitching about it that, oh, Gen Zs don't do this, they're so lazy, blah. Yes, they are. Try to work around it. That's the best that you can do, right?
And I wish you were all millennial bosses.
Yeah, me too. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, besties, that was a very good episode. Thank you so much.
This was a lot of
Nusheen.
fun, Luna.
I
Thank
had
you for having
so much
me.
fun. Did you have fun? Like, actually.
I did.
Okay.
So
Great.
thank you for having me. This was
Of course, I love.
now you need
having
to get
you.
like a Gen Alpha.
I do. I need to like get in their brain. What is going on? Because
Let me know as well, yeah?
Gen Z, we don't like feeling behind. Like, no, what do you mean we don't know what they're
You
talking
talk
about?
to like a Gen Alpha, then you're gonna know how I feel.
Basically. Okay, guys, comment below what you think are the main differences between millennials, Gen Z, and maybe Gen Alpha. And if you're Gen Alpha and you're watching this and you're interested in having this conversation with me, then DM us on Instagram and we can get down to it. And what do you think is different about us and you? I'm really interested to know. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell because we post every single Friday. And I always say that I ask you guys questions on Instagram. Please answer my questions on Instagram. It's for research. And yeah, now we look at the camera and we say Looney Tunes out.
Looney Tunes out?
Yeah.
Okay.
After
cool.
my countdown.
Okay.
This one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
3, 2, 1. Looney Tunes out.